Hello, this is Brightspark, and welcome to part 7 of Rift of Shadows. Let's get right into it. Alderpaw always knew he was special. Ever since the day he was apprenticed as a medicine cat due to a vision his mentors Jayfeather and Leafpool had, he'd been thrust into this role. At first, he didn't think he was capable of doing this. Mostly he was jealous of his sister Sparkpaw, but that was when he was younger. He knew this is what he was supposed to do, mostly because of his best friend. Alderpaw snuck out of the camp at night, heading for the moon pool. It was the night before the half moon when all the medicine cats met together, and it was the night he would meet her. When he stepped through the bushes surrounding the pool, he relaxed when he saw her familiar spiked pelt. Needletail laid by the pool, her tail grazing the starry waters in boredom. But when she saw him, her face lit up. "Hey, Alderpaw, what have you been up to?" she asked teasingly. Alderpaw chuckled and sat by her. They met up to talk about what happened in each other's clans, normal lives, or to discuss their visions. Usually, warriors weren't allowed to go to the moon pool unless they were a deputy getting lives to be a leader, but Needletail, she was different. Alderpaw remembered when he was a younger apprentice about how he saw her at the moon pool. Their first meeting was rocky. Needletail could be quite thorny at times, but when Alderpaw heard about her reasons for being there, everything changed. Needletail had this presence with her. She told him about this dark figure with wild eyes and dark dripping fur. It looked like it stepped out of a pool of pure darkness. It talked to her, haunted her, showed her visions, but it also guided her. And Alderpaw was trusted by her to keep this information and help her out. He was the only one who knew. And he did believe her, partly because he had seen this being before in one of his dreams when they met at the moon pool. They called this being the Wild Spirit, and it told them helpful advice from time to time, but it was mostly there for Needletail. Tonight, Alderpaw was here to discuss something with StarClan. Needletail would look after him, and if the Wild Spirit told her to, she would join him. But it's good to have a warrior with you when you are at the moon pool. Alderpaw took a breath and ducked his head to touch the moon pool and felt the icy waters dull his senses and wave him into a bright and distant dream. Alderpaw stared at the starry meadows that rolled out forever in front of him, and almost immediately he saw an agitated, bright ginger cat pacing next to two other cats, a tabby with cream underbelly and a white she-cat with splotches of brown. As soon as Alderpaw moved toward them, the ginger cat turned sharply toward him. Startled, he'd whimper slightly and stepped back. "Do not be afraid, young Alderpaw," the ginger cat said hastily, though he tried to disguise his worry with calmness. The other cats looked sadly at him, especially the brown-splotched one. Who are you?" he asked. The ginger cat looked surprised. "You don't know? I'm Firestar, your grandfather." Alderpaw was stunned. He'd heard of this legendary leader. "Why do you want to meet with me tonight?" he asked. Firestar then began. "Something has happened, and StarClan has failed to predict events. Nothing is as it's supposed to be right now. And because of the situation, tragedy has struck." He waved to the cream-underbellied cat. She sat tall, and it became clear to Alderpaw that she was some sort of leader. "Your current leader, Bramblestar, and your grandmother, Sandstorm, already know about this, but there was another clan that existed. SkyClan," the other she-cat mentioned. The tabby nodded. "I'm Leafstar, who was the leader of that clan, but it was driven out, broken, scattered, killed." By him, the blotched cat said, her claws unsheathed and digging into the ground, tears gleaming in her eyes. "This cat is named Darktail, and he's taken everything from us. He's ripped SkyClan apart, and he must be brought to justice," she cried, soon silenced by Firestar. "This is Pebbleshine. She recently passed due to Darktail." She told us about her experiences with him, since StarClan can no longer see SkyClan due to it not being together anymore. She told us that she and her kits were ripped apart from each other, and now I can even see them, Pebbleshine said softly, Leafstar draping a tail across her back. Alderpaw's head was buzzing with information. There was a new clan. Who in StarClan was Darktail? Firestar stepped closer to Alderpaw. "It's your job to gather SkyClan together and bring them home. You need to help save this clan before it is lost forever." Alderpaw nodded, beginning to understand. "How'll I tell Bramblestar?" he asked. Firestar swished his tail. "I've made preparations with the rest of StarClan. This is our top priority right now. Bramblestar will send you and Sandstorm to gather SkyClan together again. Leafstar coughed, and Farstar looked as if he forgot something. Oh, and Needletail. Needletail? Do you know about her? He asked. Farstar nodded. She indeed does not have a connection with StarClan, but her spiritual connection will help you on your journey. What spiritual connection? He asked. Farstar shook his head. I can't explain it right now. One more thing, Pebblesham added. There are two my kits, Violet and Twig. I know that they're still alive, but I can't see them. If you find them, you'll gather SkyClan better with their help. Just make sure they're all right. She began to look teary-eyed again. Alderpaw nodded. How will I let you know? Alderpaw asked. We'll travel with you, Farstar said. Your connection is strong. With your presence there, StarClan will be able to see through your eyes. This isn't a gift we've given often, but as we said, it's our top priority right now. Are you up to this task, Alderpaw? He nodded. He knew this was his purpose. He was glad he was old enough to know for sure now. Yes, he said, and the dream faded into black. Alright, that's it for today. If you stuck around this long, guess in the comments what is going to happen next and what show this is inspired from. Bye!